The MCU, or Marvel Cinematic Universe, is the highest-grossing film franchise of all time, with a staggering $22.5 billion at the global box office. Yet all that money has not impacted the storytelling. Heart, humour and emotion have blended into one, creating some poignant scenes. With so many sad contenders, choosing only 5 was about as easy as picking up Thor's hammer. Have plenty of tissues ready as we count down Flickering Myth's 5 saddest moments of the MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy was a bit of a sleeper hit, taking one of the zaniest Marvel comic book teams and marketing them as a AAA blockbuster turned out to be a monster success. In the last act, the Guardians have defeated the bad guy but are trapped on his crashing ship. Wounded and huddled together, they accept their fate till Groot makes the ultimate sacrifice. The visuals in this sequence are spectacular. The vast falling ship, Groot wrapping his pals and fireflies. It's this moment that took a gag fest with a killer soundtrack to a whole new emotional level. We're all crying as Rocket pleads with our brave tree to stop, catching his tear and uttering, "We are Groot." Groot's tremendous sacrifice will never be forgotten. One of the underrated aspects of the first Cap film was the relationship between Peggy and Steve. What started off as superior versus inferior evolved into a subtly romantic partnership, topped by Peggy accepting Steve's invite to a date. However, during this climactic action scene, Cap can't alter the course of Red Skull's lethal bomber plane and knows he must sink it. Steve's heroic resolution in asking for that date's rain check and Peggy's understated compassionate response playing along with the fantasy makes their final moments all the more tragic. While Cap survives the ordeal and wakes up in a hospital bed, it's 70 years later. The sequence is one long emotional roller coaster, and his wistful expression on "I had a date" shows Cap's shattering realization that he is now a man far out of time who'll never get that dance with Peggy. Never has action, consequence and vengeance been so exquisitely explored than in Civil War. Iron Man discovers Bucky executed his parents, and if that wasn't horrendous enough, his best pal Captain America knew about it. This entire scene is an exceptionally shot multi-level fight to the death. Cap is trying to save Bucky from Tony, whose rage, betrayal and grief keep pouring out. Each blow is more explosive than the last. Brief dialogue cuts in like daggers until finally Cap breaks Tony's arc reactor. The loss and immeasurable pain in the eyes of these once united brothers in arms is hard to watch. Tony's final blow comes in words, reminding Cap,
"That shield doesn't belong to you. You don't deserve it. My father made that shield."
It's pure superhero Shakespeare, and when Captain America drops his shield in acknowledgement, our hearts are utterly shattered. Thanos is one of the best baddies in any multiverse. We talked about him extensively in a past video, but his twisted logic and delusional sense of heroism culminate in his decision to randomly annihilate half the population. With Thor's mighty Stormbreaker plunged deep into his purple chest, it looks like his plans might be over. Only with a quick movement, the Mad Titan managed to click those fingers. Thanos snapped. He succeeded, and one by one our beloved heroes crumbled to dust. Black Panther, Groot, Doctor Strange, and even Spider-Man in the arms of a helpless Iron Man. It's beyond sad. It's truly horrific, no matter how many times you watch this scene. The Russo brothers' Endgame is a masterpiece, with comedy, pathos, Professor Hulk, time heists, broken shield heroism, and brave sacrifice. It's a cinematic jewel underpinned by Alan Silvestri's glorious musical score. In order to stop Thanos from snapping those purple digits yet again, dusting everyone for good this time, Iron Man must be that guy. The one who, as Cap said in the first Avengers all those movies ago, makes the sacrifice play. Doing it in true genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist fashion, Tony snaps and saves the planet. Thanos' reaction is priceless as he simply sits, accepts defeat and disintegrates. Iron Man's final moments are serene, with Pepper bitterly smiling, her love reassuring him, and when his arc reactor light finally goes out, you know everyone cried at least 3,000 tears. Did we miss your saddest MCU moment? Let us know in the comments below, and remember to like, share and subscribe to Flickering Myth for more marvelous content.